Welcome back, everybody, to your first, second, and finally now your third stimulus check has arrived. We're going to talk the CARES package, the relief package, EIDL targeted grants, PPP Round 2, executive orders, and now the American Rescue Plan. We also talk building wealth strategies and financial education on this channel. Today's March 2nd. Happy Tuesday, everybody. I hope your week started off really well. It is a big week for the Senate, okay? There's going to be a lot of amendments happening, a lot of drama happening, a lot of tears and anger and screaming going on. And we're going to catch every bit of that detail and bring you guys the most important information. So we're going to keep you guys informed on what changes during the American Rescue Plan over this next few days as we go through a vote-a-rama in the Senate, okay? We're going to break out some key details from the White House on the $15 minimum wage and talk the timeline for this package from the moment it leaves the Senate and arrives at the president's desk to be signed into law. Let's get straight into the news. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Edward Bilder. To all my loyal subscribers out there, welcome back for another video. And if you are joining us for the first time today, welcome. Consider becoming a subscriber. Do us all a solid. Smash that like button. Make it change colors. Do your part. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Every time you guys strike a like on a video, it just expands this suggested offering to everybody else out there so they can catch the latest news and be informed what's going on in this stimulus package. Now, we also talk building wealth strategies, passive income revenue streams through royalties, stock market, and real estate. We'll talk those on other videos as they come out. Let's talk a timeline here with the Senate. A lot of things are happening. There's going to be a vote-a-rama coming up. Let me know in the comments if you want to see that vote-a-rama. I'll broadcast it live here on YouTube. It's going to be about 20 hours, okay? It takes a really long time, and then they go through each and every amendment and they vote on it, okay? If you want it live, I'll bring it to you guys live. Now, I comb through articles, hundreds of articles each and every week so that I can pull out the most important information and bring you guys your news. We're also going to talk some urgent details on PPP because I do not want you to miss out on something PPP related as well. So let's get straight into the details. Now, Punchbowl News presented that the White House $15 minimum wage is completely out of this bill. All right. Senate Republicans know this, and they're even suggesting that even if they take that $15 minimum wage out of the bill, it will still violate the Byrd rule. This is what the parliamentarian was trying to determine whether or not the $15 minimum wage violates the Byrd rule. Well, they're saying the whole bill violates the Byrd rule. So basically what they're saying is they're going to do whatever it takes to prevent this bill from passing. I know that's not the best thing we want to hear and not the best thing we want to report on. Now, right now, the Senate is working to remove the $15 minimum wage and amend it straight out of the bill. Basically, this takes about 2 days' time. They're going to remove that $15 right out of the bill and then send it through a 20-hour process of amendments, okay? They're going to spend 20 hours and then they're going to go through the exciting vote-a-rama, all right, where they go through each and every amendment and they vote on it. And it's like tons of delays, stalling, and tons of BS, man, okay? Now, this will be on C-SPAN. Let me know in the comments if you want me to live stream this. I could live stream this all 20 hours if you really want to sit and observe what's going on. It's a long process, and I'm going to watch it, and I'm going to pull out the most important information from that process to deliver you the news, okay? But if you want it live streamed, I'm more than happy to do that for you, okay? Now, this can introduce also the filibuster, right? That's still in place. And so basically, they could just keep debating and debating and debating and debating and debating and debating and keep it going as long as that filibuster rule is in place. Now, Bernie Sanders, he's pretty upset about the $15 minimum wage being pulled out of it. We're going to talk that now. Bernie Sanders happens to be very upset about the minimum wage not being allowed to be included in this bill. He's presented some options here. He wants to either overturn the parliamentarian, which we know is not likely. It's not going to happen because Joe Manchin said no way. Kamala Harris said no way, instructed by President Biden to say no way. They just basically said, take it out of the bill. We got to move this thing along. We'll handle that down the road, okay? But right now, take it out. Now, the other option that Bernie Sanders is trying to pass here is a standalone bill, okay? It's not going to be included in this bill. It's going to be as a standalone bill. And basically, it's to penalize corporations for not paying $15 an hour. So there's two fronts here. One, if a corporation raises their wages to $15 an hour, we'll help you out with a subsidy. If you don't raise them, we're going to smack you with a tax, okay? Pretty much a double-edged sword there, I guess you could say. Take it from the lower take the taxes from the lower ones and then give it to the ones paying the $15 an hour. Now, this standalone bill so far has gotten nowhere. It's not likely that it's even going to come up this year, okay? So it's not even likely that's going to come up this year. So there was additional talk about an $11 minimum wage increase. Chris Coons brought this up earlier today, saying, possibly we might see a standalone bill for $11 an hour. It's not even likely that that's going to happen. It seems like the overall minimum wage increase talk has already been squashed. It's been eliminated, and it doesn't seem like it's going to come up in anytime soon over the next year. So for everybody who voted for the president just thinking there was going to be a minimum wage increase, I'm really sorry to report that information. Something very interesting surfaced about this stimulus package, and it's related to reconciliation, budget reconciliation, and how you pay back essentially that budget that you've gone and reconciled. Okay, so what am I talking about? If we go and pass this $1.9 trillion bill, Obama put into play automatic spending triggers. They're called pay-go or pay-as-you-go, okay? In other words, there will be an increase to student loan fees and a decrease to Medicare reimbursements. They're going to basically cut the cost of reimbursements in 2022 and increase student loan fees. This is going to be an automatic thing that happens. The minute they agree to pass this $1.9 trillion bill, going to see a cut in Medicare and an increase in student loan fees. And this could go on for several years until a new bill comes along that says, hey, why are we still charging that additional fee and why did we cut Medicare, right? So this could get kind of voted out later by support from bipartisan support. But however, it will automatically take effect, and it'll take effect in 2022 to basically pay down this $1.9 trillion or a certain percentage of it before anybody even raises their hand and say, hey, let's remove that additional fee or give back that reimbursement in Medicare. So yeah, that's a little bit crazy. Over the weekend, Donald Trump implied that he will run for president again in 2024. And over the weekend, rumors surfaced that President Biden may look to pass multiple stimulus bills over this next year. However, we're not sure how long he's going to have the support of the Democrats behind him to get every bill passed. It seems like this bill right here, the $1.9 trillion bill, is the main one they're focusing on. And then they're moving on to infrastructure. And how much stimulus will be inside of infrastructure? Probably not much. So this may be the last bill we see for a while. Let us know in the comments if you are a viewer here for updated information on PPP or EIDL targeted advanced grants. Let us know where you are in your PPP process, if you're in Draw 1 or Draw 2. We're trying to collect some data here for all of our viewers. And if you are a targeted advanced grant viewer, let us know if you received your targeted advanced grant email for the invitation to the portal, what month you applied, and whether or not you received a grant or not, so we could keep all our viewers informed as to when the next opening of Priority 2 comes. Urgent news on PPP, and we're going to talk some other details around EIDL targeted advanced grants. But first, the urgent news for PPP. Filing for forgiveness may actually prevent you from being able to make any adjustments on your PPP loan number 1 or PPP loan number 2. And this is specifically talking if you want to make the adjustment from your net to your gross income, okay? If you want to make that adjustment and go back and claim more funds based on the gross calculation instead of the net calculation, I mean, it's like 3x. It could be very substantial, okay? You're actually going to find that if you file for forgiveness and you get approved for filing for forgiveness, that is basically a close-all with the SBA. It basically is saying that your PPP 1 overall process has closed. You no longer have a debt to the SBA, and your account is closed, right? And you know that you're only allowed to receive 1 Draw 1 and 1 Draw 2 per business. So filing for forgiveness basically slashes that right out, tells you that that loan is closed and you can't open another one. Check out my videos here. I post some videos, and you're going to want to stay with us each and every day as new information comes out surrounding this information on PPP. Let's shift over to targeted advanced grants. Use my 4-step process here. You could find in this video to determine your eligibility. It covers everything, including how to determine if you're in a low income zone. It walks you through the MAP process and how to get your email, your targeted advanced grant email. This is the invitation to the portal if you have not done so already, if you have not received it yet. Now last on EIDL topics, The new bill is going to bring an extra $5,000 to 10 or fewer employees that suffered either a 50%, followed later by a 30% reduction in gross receipts, still needing to be inside of that low income zone. This bill, after 28 days of servicing priorities 1 and 2, will take the balance of any money out there to send an additional $5,000 to those that are suffering with a 50% reduction, that 10 or fewer employees, and in a low income zone. And then after 42 days, expand that out to a 30% reduction in gross receipts, still following the 10 or fewer employees and low income zones. Now, if you want to find out what type of reduction in gross receipts you had, follow this video right here. It takes you over to a gross receipts calculation, walks you through all the details, and it even has a little spreadsheet that I will send to you. Just go ahead and check that video out. It tells you how to get your spreadsheet and everything. It's basically a spreadsheet that you enter all your numbers in, tells you if you had that 30% reduction or 50% reduction, shows you a little graph for the 8-week period in which you had that reduction between March 2nd and December 27th of 2020. So you guys could find that in that video. Because it is time to get our funds, it is time to get back out there and start investing again. In the description right now, you could check out Webull and M1 Finance. Webull wants to give you 2 free stocks valued up to $1,800 after you deposit $100 into the platform. And M1 Finance wants to give you a $30 sign-on bonus after you deposit $100 into the platform. You can take that $130 and spend it any which way you want. I actually use both of these platforms each and every day. And check out what happened yesterday in my Webull account right here, okay? Basically, Webull has these games you could kind of play. And so I posted in my Facebook yesterday to invite my friends to join Webull, and it gave me 2 chances to spin this wheel. And it resulted in me winning a $262 Facebook stock. Pretty awesome stuff. So check them out in the description. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. You could find me in the description. Do not follow anybody else asking you to meet them on Instagram or giving you their phone number. They just want to take your money, okay? Those are all scammers. YouTube has to do a much better job at blocking this information. I thank you all again, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.